Remodel offers brokers a way to administer an ICHRA plan in a way that delivers a white glove employee experience to employees. So we handle all of the back end process. We have really good technology that allows for employees to understand what plans are available to them. And then we help work with the HR team to administer it and make sure we're making premium payments, doing payroll withholding, so it looks and it feels just like a group health plan, leveraging individual plans that are offered through an ICHRA.
The leap to remodel frees up our team to do what we do best. We can go and establish relationships with the leadership teams and the HR departments of these businesses, while Remodel's there to help support us in growing that relationship and maintaining that relationship through their administration and their onboarding process. So yeah.
At the very minimum, you have to understand the solution. You have to understand the approach to client service, and you have to do it before you need it, right? Because what are you gonna do when you are stuck with a 25, 30, 40% renewal and you gotta go face to face with your client and say, hey, this is the best option you have, right? Those are very uncomfortable conversations, especially if you haven't taken the time to really understand alternative solutions like an ICHRA or Remodel Health, and be able to go to the client and say, hey, listen, here's the reality of what we're faced with, but here's an alternative that I think we should consider. And then that completely changes the overall dynamic of that conversation with your client. It builds trust, and they become loyal fans of you.
What I did was I reevaluated, my business and what I do, where I was having my successes, where I was not. I found that I was spending a big majority of my time on groups who did not currently offer insurance. They have a lot of thresholds they have to pass, including participation. To get some of the best rates, there's a whole underwriting process, and it's very complicated, especially for a new employer. It's a lot of work, and then you end up with very little success. The ICHRA solution helps remove a lot of those problems. And because the remodel process, they're so hands-on, and when they walk through it with the employees, we get some reasonable participation. Typically, you got to hit 50% on most groups just to even get some coverage. These groups get in here, the employees have more choice, they have great service. When the employees are happy, the employers are happy.
So I think employers, they feel like they're not on the same side of the table as their employees. Oftentimes they get a 10% increase on their healthcare plan, and they either eat that whole, that cost, which isn't a sustainable thing to do. But where they get frustration is the plan's the same. Now an employee may have to, their share of their premiums up, and they're like, well, my employer's screwing me because my costs are up. It's the same or worse benefit. What gives? Well, you got the employer on the side saying, hey, this is the best I can do. So I think an ICHRA and the remodel approach allows employers to get on the same side of the table as their employees and provide a defined contribution. And if down the road the increase to the medical plan does occur, they can increase that contribution, and it's more of a tangible benefit that they're providing them. Maybe I'm providing you $300 last year, and because costs went up, I'm providing you $325 this year. Employees see that as an added benefit. So I think just getting on the same side of the table as your employees and trying to do what's right for them.